So recently I've been re-evaluating my union work or activism, or call it what you will. And I've realized, and people around me also helped me realize, that actually we've had great successes. And because I was so tired and so burnt out and so just not feeling like myself due to many various reasons, I did not realize just how much we actually accomplished. And it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to tell you about our union successes so that you hopefully will be inspired to organize as well, depending on your circumstances. Because at our workplace, throughout the past couple of years, we actually gained about 30% of an increase in wages, which has been the biggest wage increase we've ever had, period. So, and before that, before the union, we continuously talked about, that we don't earn enough and we need more money, etc. And we never received this kind of a wage increase. So that's a huge win. And that's what people needed the most. The other thing that we got was better health insurance. It's not an actual insurance. We've got a state insurance that's kind of the same for everyone. If you're a working citizen in Kazakhstan, you have a certain type of an insurance. You can't really opt out of it. But we got some other perks that are related to health, which I may talk about more later once I leave this place, just because I don't want to disclose any information that may possibly get me in trouble. So yeah, but we got our health insurance kind of improved a little bit. It wasn't a huge thing, but still. And another thing that we were able to accomplish, which was kind of small, but it really showed us that no thing is small enough to fight for. And this was something that we kept talking about for years and years and years, but it didn't garner any reaction. Like, we never got what we wanted, but it was the fixed time for a lunch break, so that our lunches are not too early or too late. And we got that. So now everybody gets lunch at a reasonable hour, and it is mandated and it's fixed. Like, nobody can force us to work during our lunch, which is a pretty big deal to many people because, they want to take a break during the middle of a workday and just relax and eat their food in peace. Another big thing that I realized was that we opened the window of overtone, and people started speaking up a little bit more. So soon we are going to have some more negotiations, which I kind of mentioned before about some of the other working conditions that some people are really, really passionate about, but they don't want to be a part of a union. So I'm there as a union representative, and we are going to be meeting with our director, with our boss, and we are going to be discussing these issues. And before that, usually you would be encouraged to be on your own and not collectively bargain. So I'm kind of like, you guys didn't want to collectively bargain before. You were so resistant to it. But now what we're doing is basically we're collectively bargaining some of the little things, right? But this is the beginning. So actually, I'm kind of happy with these results because it's the most we've had in 16 years that I've been working here. This is my 17th year, and I really needed that reminder that this work was not in vain. And for somebody who's just beginning in grassroots organizing, whatever, that was pretty much a big success. And I just couldn't really wrap my head around it while it was happening because I was kind of focusing on the negatives and on the bad. But now, as I'm gaining more perspective, I'm glad I had this experience, even though it really burned me out. I think that we were lucky in many regards due to our unique circumstances, but organizing works. It probably is not going to work so well for everyone, and I definitely didn't feel like it was working while we were at it, while we were actively fighting against some things. But for us, we got lucky, it brought results. It may not always do so, but it's a necessary step. And who knows, in the modern day and age, when you look at all of these successes that collective organizing garners, when you see all of those workers around the world getting what they demand because they're doing it in mass numbers, don't you kind of get inspired to continue and push for more? Because imagine what we can achieve if there are millions of us all over the world. And I don't think that's impossible. I think that we all can do that. And especially bearing in mind that there are certain aspects of our lives connected to climate change, for example, that we must seriously start thinking about what to do. And even though I don't know much about this particular organization, like Just Stop Oil or the Climate Rebellion or the other one that I can't remember what the name was, but they are actually doing something, right? And their actions get attention and more people start thinking about what to do. And I think we need to, all over the world, keep on thinking together as teams, as groups, as whatever you want to call them. And then we will be able to come up with something that will be helpful. And of course, area to area is going to vary. We're all going to have to, pick our struggles, and it's going to look different for everyone. But it is essential. It is essential for our survival as a species. And especially bearing in mind that war doesn't cease in many, many different places. We've got to organize. We've got to organize for our sake. We've got to organize for the sake of all those people who are dying. And we have the power. We have the power. I actually didn't realize just how much power we had before I sat down and thought about these past 2 years and realized that we've actually accomplished something that we were not able to accomplish in 15 years plus. That's kind of a big deal. Again, it is luck. It is, circumstances just aligning such, but we've got to keep trying. If we don't try, we're never going to get lucky, right? So let me know what you think. Let me know how you've been organizing. Maybe share some resources we can look into. And I hope you have a great day today, and I'll talk to you sometime later.